Welcome back, everybody. Episode 2 of our Resident Evil 2 Remake, sub-weapon only, Claire A run. We have ended off where we are in the clock tower. We just finished that. We have our 2 electronic parts. Go ahead and put those over here. Not that it really matters. And we are making our way out of the police station. Alright, that's unfortunate. This guy, we're going to try to juke. Alright, there we go. Really, really favorable. Oh, that is not good. I do not want Mr. X right there. Alright, so that's... Alright, we're going to try to reset him. That is an unfavorable position for Mr. X. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and reset. The zombies are going to reset. I got bit. That's okay. Goodness, starting off with some heavy action. So, in the first episode, we made it all the way to get the 2 electronic parts. He sounds like he's to our left. Yeah, okay, good. Alright, this is not preferred because that guy's gonna grab my legs, I'm sure. Okay, good. Alright, so now we're doing better. Unlock this door. Now, you'll see why I was really wanting the zombie in this room to not worry about me, because he's in that corner, so he's far away from us. We are making our way out. Good, we're set. We're set. We're going to go to Chief Iron's office right here, and this will be the last instance of us actually being in the Raccoon Police Department. Boom, boom. So we're going to use the 2 electronic pieces. We are going to solve the puzzle. We're going to do Sherry's part, and then we are going to exit and get to the I can't even think right now. The orphanage. Good lord. Alright, so again, these puzzles, there's only one way that they can go. So you want to make sure that you actually have the routing correct. So like everything has to go through this spot. So you have to manipulate this to where it'll push all the power through it. So not too bad. Alright, so that's that. We actuate this, and we are in the Sherry section. So Sherry's part is the same every single time. It doesn't matter what difficulty you're on. I actually don't think it makes any sort of difference if it's a higher difficulty. But turn that around. That's a creepy doll. Like, why would that be in a kid's room anyways? You know what I mean? Alright, so solve this puzzle. I don't even think the puzzle's any different depending on the difficulty. But it might be. You never know. Alright, so that goes there. This one, I believe, switches. I might have done that wrong. Switch that. Yeah. Obviously, I can't get the puzzle correctly. Oh wait, that was okay. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna fail at this puzzle miserably. That's okay. That's close, but not cigar. Alright, I didn't think this puzzle was that bad, but... I think that one goes there. This is kind of painful to watch me mess up. Okay, this should be it. No? Good lord. Yay, we did it. I do have the achievement for getting out of here in a minute, so I just want y'all to know that. I don't think it's random. I think it's just I messed up and then it took me a while to get through it. Sherry Simulator. Alright.
What is this?
The Sherry part's actually pretty frightening the first time you go through it because Chief Irons is such a jerk. Oh my goodness. And I don't know. He did catch me the first time. Like the first time I played it, I definitely stayed in the wrong spot. Now you'll see speedrunners do different tactics depending on what they're comfortable with, and I find that there's one table that's just easy to get under, and it's just I always get under this table and just wait. And which it's funny because you wouldn't think that that would be a safe spot from his flashlight, but it is. And so, you know, oh well. He hasn't ever seen me going there, so yeah, this is a creepy orphanage. The voice acting in this section is pretty good too.
It's him.
So he won't actually hear you unless or see you unless you approach him and knock the key against the wall. So once you get the key, he's gonna be like, "I'm gonna get you." And so the reason he's so angry is you threw a vial of some sort of chemical at his face because you're trying to get away from him, and it burned his face, and so he's like really mad. But he's a jerk anyways. I mean, why do you call her that name, buddy? Alright, so the other cool thing is like we can watch him walk up the stairs. Like if you look outside of the window, like you'll see him coming up here. So yeah. So you begin by hiding right here, and then we're gonna make our way in a clockwise motion around this bookshelf area, bookcase area. So now we just have to wait for him.
It's all over now. Doors locked.
Locked. The way he says locked is amazing.
Where are you? Show yourself.
Alright, so
I
once he
know
starts
you're in here.
going this
The longer
way,
it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be.
we're just going to basically stay opposite of him on this. And I'm holding the right mouse button, which in the computer version is the crouch button for Sherry. I guess it's the same as the aim key, and so for people playing on console, it'll be whatever the aim key is, I'm guessing. Alright, so we're going to stay right here. Once he says his next line of text, we can start moving, which is right now. Alright, so I stay crouched and I just walk, and we're going to go to that table that I was at earlier. And we'll be set until he's done. So funny enough, it doesn't look like this would be a good hiding spot because you can't actually get any further inwards underneath the table. But he hasn't found me yet, so we just kind of chill here. We wait for him to do his walk around and get all mad, and then that's it. Meanwhile, we're staring at Pinocchio. So he actually hits us. He runs into us, which is funny that the bodies collide, and he still doesn't seem to have an issue with her being here. I don't know. I just find it funny. So yeah, see, he moves us over. Alright, so now we can get out. He's going to go to the bathroom. We're going to grab the key out of the door. Boop, boop, boop. We're going to turn around, and we're going to exit towards the little lab area that he was in at the beginning.
Fuck is my key?
Alright, it's the only thing in your inventory, so you can basically spam the use key while you're investigating the door, and it'll open. I mean, you have time. They make it seem much more suspenseful than it actually is, but just for the sake of being quicker.
I'm coming for you, Sherry.
Her screams in this game are great.
Get over here, you little bitch.
And I'll go ahead and play a little bit of the cinema scene that's coming up, just to show y'all like how good her voice acting is. So in this section, he corners her, but then her dad, William Birkin, you know, has something to say about that. So this is a scream that's pretty amazing.
Let me go!
Alright, so we're gonna skip that. So you'll have to play the game. You have to play the game, or maybe we'll do a run through and we'll just show all the cinema scenes. It's gonna be kind of long. There's a lot of cinema scenes in the game. So let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do a full playthrough and show all the different cinema scenes. I'll do it. That's fine. I feel like the voice acting and the cinematography in this game is so much better than Resident Evil 7. Don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 7 is a good game. It's just, I feel like they definitely improved the voice acting and everything in this. Alright, so I'm going to put that away. We're going to keep these. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we have inventory spots for all that. So we'll go ahead and keep all those. We're about to fight some dogs. So we're sitting pretty good, but we want to keep these. We don't want to use them is what I'm saying. We want to keep those in the item box because we're going to use them later. We want to save all of them for later. Alright, so we're going to exit the police station. We're going to make our way to the orphanage. And then we are going to progress from there into the sewers. Mr. X will rest in peace. Alright, and yeah, no more liquors. There's nothing in here. Mr. X actually fights, or he decides that he wants to have his last word. He comes through. He loses his hat somehow. So I always shoot his hat off whenever I'm playing the game just because it's fun. And I think it's awesome that you can manipulate his hat by shooting it off. But you actually don't. I'm going to grab this and just heal real quick. Since we have a free herb right here. There's a blue herb I'm going to pick up. And it's in the area where the dogs are with the bus. Alright, so the trick here is to trigger this zombie to push open the gate. And then this guy's going to walk through. Alright, that's... Oh, what the heck? Okay, that's fine. That didn't actually hurt us, I don't think.
Looks like the only way forward.
Because those guys, once you go up the staircase here, they're not going to bother us anymore. We'll be so far ahead of them that even if they were to come up the stairs, it wouldn't matter. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, once we walk down these stairs, we're actually going to walk. We're not going to run. Because that zombie down there will not actually trigger to us if we walk. And that'll avoid us from turning, that'll avoid her from turning around. Alright, so now we're going to run. The dogs are pre-programmed to aggro towards you. This dog hopefully will jump up on here. Alright, that's good. So he's going to jump down. We're going to try to avoid the dogs by zigzagging. They're going to jump at me. Alright, good. Alright, there's a green herb right here. We're not going to grab. And we just have to worry about this dog. We're going to try to zigzag. We're going to diagonally run towards him. Diagonally run. Alright, that's good. Grab the blue herb. There's a zombie in this area that's going to be a problem. We're just going to tank the hit. We're just going to let him hit us. We're going to push him. And then we're going to run. That's fine. Alright, so there's two dogs. We're going to try to avoid.
It's gotta be the orphanage.
Alright, so we're safe now. Once you click on that door, the dogs are no bother. Alright, so funny enough, I'm in caution status right now, and Claire actually moves what's been measured at 6% faster.
Hello?
Funny enough.
I have the pendant.
So we're going to go ahead and keep her in this state until I'm done with the Mr. X part. So Chief Irons isn't doing too hot. He had a run-in with William Birkin, and that kind of left him into a dead state. Alright, so we are going to find Sherry. Mr. X is going to decide that he wants to, you know, say hello, give us a hug. There he comes. Alright, so we just run. It actually doesn't matter if Sherry is behind us. She cannot get hurt. So we just run.
Don't stop.
Funny enough, there's an ending sequence where you and Sherry are running, and Sherry actually got blocked by a zombie. So she wasn't behind me, but she ends up teleporting to you later. So she can't get hurt, because I felt like I would have failed right there. Alright, yeah, we're good. We're going to go ahead and begin our descent into the water.
Sherry, can you hear me?
Now she's going to smell like poo-poo for real.
shit. Literally.
All right, so this part is where things get a little tricky. I'm gonna go ahead and in anticipation equip my knife. Oh yeah, there's actually not a. Sorry. G adults do not spawn yet. Next time I come through here, they will spawn, and we'll try to avoid them. So, but the G adults are going to be a little tricky because they, if they grab you, they'll spit on you and you'll get poisoned. Alright, so this room coming up, I could potentially get grabbed. I'm going to go ahead and tank a hit, if that's the case. So there are multiple zombies in here, and we have to go. It's like there's a guy right behind those blinds, and then there's another one further back. You can kind of see him right there when I manipulate the camera angle. We're going to try to avoid him. May not happen. And he's probably going to grab me. Okay, good. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Okay, good. We don't ever come back in that room either.
Hold on, Sherry.
Alright, so now
Right there.
we're going to grab another set of herbs. We're actually going to put that blue herb up because we're going to grab a full heal. We're going to grab that. We're actually going to combine those and then put that back up. We're going to put the grenade up. And yeah, I think that's it. We're going to have the flashbangs just in case the G-adults grab us. Like I said, I want to keep all the grenades for the final boss. We'll go ahead and heal with the first aid spray. And then yeah, so we're going to make our way through the sewers. And if y'all remember, either by playing or watching some of my other videos, which at this point I'll go ahead and put a thing up in the corner for my other videos, the Leon run through whatever S plus hardcore. In that playthrough, you see that the G adults are just jerks, and this section is just hard because it's, I'm not gonna say it's unpredictable, it's just there's a lot of stuff that has to go right, and there's a lot of inputs that you have to do correctly, and you have to manipulate the enemies in order to get them to move in a favorable pattern. And it's a lot to like swallow when you're running through this game the first time, and these G adults take an awful lot of hits. Alright, so there's a blue herb in this corner we're gonna grab. We're gonna start walking. This guy won't actually give us a problem if we don't actually run into him. He won't ever like wake up. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave him be. There's a green herb. Oh yeah, these guys. Oof. These guys are a little tough because they're gonna aggro towards me. There's three of them. There's these two, and then there's a guy that's on the ground. And I used a grenade here before. So what we're gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to use a flashbang, and then I'm gonna try to knife them when they're stunned. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll try. And if it works, then that'll be the preferred method. All right, so they're stunned. I actually woke up the other guy. Alright, it's okay. We have a backup. There's a grenade down here. Actually, I think I can attack them while they're... Come on, buddy. Jump down! Okay, yeah, we'll actually do this. This will be good. Okay, so... That actually worked out in our favor. There is a grenade back here, should you need it. But... Before, what I did was I just tossed a grenade and I killed the two that were already up. And then the third guy I think was already dead, but I went ahead and just finished him off just in case. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and make sure he's dead. Alright, that's fine. Flashbang there. As you see, that actually worked out in our favor. The zombies, as they're walking up towards you, you can just knock their legs out. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm actually okay with that. I hope this recording isn't getting choppy. I'm getting some encoding issues, which makes me kind of worried that it's going to be a little choppy, but maybe it's going to be okay. Alright, so we're about to go into the difficult part of this as far as like manipulating the enemies, but we have plenty of healing items, 3 full heals. We have plenty of items just in case we need to chuck a... we're going to go ahead and queue that up, just in case we have to chuck a grenade into a mouth of the... G-adult. So, I think Claire moves a lot faster in the water than Leon. Alright, so this guy, he's gonna disappear. He's gonna pop up, but we're gonna try to run to his left. So when he pops up, he doesn't actually grab us. That dude's gonna come out. We're gonna try to pop over to his left as well. And then this guy's gonna come out of the tunnel, and we're gonna stay to the left. Now, the other good thing about having a grenade equipped as opposed to the knife is you can manipulate the way that these guys move based on if you have a ranged weapon or not. And grenades count as ranged weapons. And so that being said, the grenade... Oh, yeah, I know how to combine stuff, buddy. Jeez, I've been doing it all game. The grenades count as a ranged weapon, and they will actually cause them to do their little spitting motion where they spit out their embryos or something. All right, so we're going to grab the blue herb here. So now we have 4 full shield heals, which is excellent. Alright, so this guy, let's queue up the knife. This guy is going to fall down. We actually don't need to mess with him. We can actually be faster than him. But just for the sake of not having to worry about him, I'm going to go ahead and hit him while he's on the ground. Oh, that was the whole reason you have extra knives. As you can tell, I wasn't fast enough, but we'll go ahead and grab our knife back, because we do want that. But now we're going to queue up. That's the last enemy in this area, so we're going to queue up the grenade, just in case we have to deal with the G-adults again. And then we're not grabbing the... I can't even remember what it's called. The shock, whatever. That gun. Which, by the way, I like that weapon. I think that weapon's awesome. It's really, really good on a lot of enemies. I believe it kills Lickers 1 hit, which is amazing because the only other weapon that I can think that kills them in 1 shot is the rocket launcher, which, you know, is a weapon that you can't get until you beat the game on Leon S Plus Hardcore. So you don't have access to, you know, that weapon until later. All right, so we're hoping that they spawn in a favorable area. So this guy's not up yet, which means that he's probably going to jump out at us. So we're going to hug the left wall and hope that he doesn't jump out. Oh, that is not a favorable position. All right, so we're going to try to manipulate him by aiming a grenade at him. And we're going to hope that he spits. I don't know what he's doing. I don't think we can actually body past him. We're just going to run. That's fine. I had a feeling we were going to get grabbed. So we're going to shove a grenade in his mouth. We're going to run to his left side. Actually, we're going to run to his right side. Okay, that's fine. Alright, all the threat is gone. This last dude we're going to be able to get past. So he's going to come up. We're going to run backwards. As soon as he goes into the water, about right here, you just run right over his body. He jumps back up, but you end up getting past the area. Even if he stuns you, you're on the correct side of him. Alright, and that's it. No more enemies. The stun grenade was nice to have. If not, use a regular grenade, or you can stab him in the neck with a knife. But make sure you have an extra defensive item. All right, so we're gonna use this. Now there are gonna be 2 more G-adults that we're gonna have to face. There's one that comes out of here. Maybe just this one more. So we're gonna cross our fingers. I mean, he won't actually mess with us right there. But we're going to cross our fingers that when we come back, he's in an okay spot. If not, we're going to equip the grenade and we're going to do the manipulation where you have a ranged weapon and it'll cause him to spit out the little embryos, and then you run past while he's doing that. And if you time it correctly, the embryos won't blow up on you and you'll actually... Alright, so we're going to try to do this fast. There is a hip pouch that we want in here. So we're going to walk past this dude. And then we're going to bust open this door. We're going to grab the item that we need. And then we're going to bust right back. Alright, so that guy's up. Grab that. We're going to go to the left. Yeah, okay. That's it. So that guy aggroes when you open the door. He actually stands up. But you have enough time to run out, grab the piece that you need. Alright, so we're going to equip the grenade. We're going to aim at him. Alright. That works. That works. We're on the correct side of him. Okay, that worked. And that's it. We are done with the sewers. Outside of the boss fight. But the boss fight is the same. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Done with the sewers. I'm going to go ahead and equip the knife back, because we are going to use the knife on Birkin 2, only the knife. What we may have to do is drop a flashbang, just in case the pattern of him going down is not conducive with the crane that we're going to have to use. So we're going to put that up. We're going to actually have a... We're going to grab another full heal soon. And then we're going to use these. And we're actually going to put that up because we don't need that anymore. And we'll put this knife up because we're going to grab another knife. We actually don't need these knives right now, but we'll use them later. So yeah, so that's good for that. And yeah, we're doing pretty well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and solve the puzzle. Now, since this is a scenario, it's king, queen, pawn, bishop, rook, knight. So king, queen, pawn is already in there, and then the bishop we just grabbed right here. And then we swap out the knight and we put the rook in there. And then we put the knight in the appropriately labeled area. On B scenario, it's completely different. I have it written down because I don't have it memorized.
Jerry, on my way.
So the only scary thing, other than just taking hits, because he's probably going to hit me multiple times because I don't know how to dodge him appropriately, is running towards the battle arena where the crane is. I don't quite have the consistency of being able to not avoid him every single time. Yeah, it's not 2, 3, 4. What is it? Oh yeah, it's 1, 2, 4. Whatever, it's 1, 2, 4. Alright, so now we are gonna have Birkin 2 come out, trigger him by kind of walking towards the door at the grate. Put your face in this box. You want your face in the middle of the box, because then he's always going to come out, he's always going to slash out of that particular tile. So we just wait here until he gets to the door. Now there is a way of speeding up this process. You may have seen it when I did the Leon, but right there by that window where those barrels are, I'm like pointing. If you throw a grenade in that area, for some reason it triggers him to open up the next phase of the battle. But for right now, we're just going to stay right here because he can't hurt us in this area. Alright, once he screams, you know that he's at the door. So we're going to hug the left side of the door and we're going to run past him. There we go.
Should have known you wouldn't die.
And we're going to try to be fast because he catches up to us extremely quick. And he's probably going to hit us. But we're just going to hold the button. Okay, good. He was actually slow. I don't know what determines if he's fast or slow. Alright, so we're going to set this up. We're going to grab the grenade and the knife, and then we're just going to start knifing him. Alright, so he whiffed. I mean, that's fine. We're going to take hits just because... Alright, that's good. So he's going to fall down. We're just going to inflict damage on him. We need him to fall down, I believe it's 3 times before the crane will actually finish him off. So what we're going to do is just inflict massive damage on him now. Alright, so we've probably inflicted enough damage. So I'm going to wait for him to get up one more time. We're actually going to let him come over here. Okay. Oh, I was hoping he would jump. I was anticipating a jump. Alright, come on, buddy. I need you to come over here. I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. We're gonna go ahead and heal because. All right, once he goes down, all right, we're gonna shoot the crane over towards him,
Have I got a surprise for
and we're gonna hope that he stays down long enough. If not, we're gonna queue up the flashbang just in case. Because if he starts to get up, I'm just gonna throw the flashbang down. But I think we're good. All right, we're good. And that is Birkin 2. So as you can see, I anticipated getting hit multiple times, which is why I brought all those health items with me.
I'm so sorry, Sherry.
I mean, this is probably very doable on normal, like for me. I mean, I'm sure it's doable on normal for like, you know, good players. But like for me, I'm sure it's doable on normal just because I have plenty of healing. And the shield heals make you, I don't know how much extra damage you can take, but it seems to be a significant amount. Like for example, in hardcore mode, one of those hits would put you in danger status. But if you use a shield heal, I believe it takes 2 or 3 hits to actually kill you instead of 2 hits. So it bumps up your defensive capabilities quite a bit. Alright, so as stated in the earlier episode, we were going to get to the lab, and then I'm going to go ahead and have the lab be the last sequence of the play. So we're going to get to the lab, I'm going to drop Sherry off, and then I'm going to go ahead and say episode complete.
We're almost there.
We're actually making good progress. We're sitting at a little over an hour.
Good.
And we're over halfway done with the game. We're actually on the final stretch. The last part is a little bit quicker.
Okay.
All right.
Better check everything.
Yeah, so we're gonna dump Sherry off into the little infirmary area. I believe it's security office is what they call it. So if y'all can't tell, Sherry's a little messed up. She got infected with William Birkin's little embryo. I don't know, whatever you call it. The thing that killed Chief Irons. He infected her with it too, and so she's starting to turn.
I'm getting you treatment. Just hold on, Sherry. It's okay.
So we're gonna get her into an area where she's safe, and then we're gonna navigate through the lab.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
The concern on Claire's face during this part, I feel like, is really good. Like they did a great job with like the face mapping.
Stand clear until the doors are welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
Oh yeah, so it is a security room. All right, we got the ID wristband. We are ready for the final section of the game. We're gonna go ahead and leave Sherry there. Oh, and fun fact, if you didn't pick up the grenade launcher earlier in the game, it would be right here, which we're not gonna get because we're not doing that. So just kind of neat that if you don't grab it earlier from the weapons locker, it ends up being there. So as she whisks her hair back and forth, we're gonna go ahead and say thanks everybody for joining me. That's the end of this episode. In the next episode, we're going to beat the game. We're going to do it with only sub-weapons. This is amazing. I'm excited about it. I hope y'all are too. Again, watch the last episode if you want to get caught up to where we are now. And if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate if you would go ahead and drop a subscription to the channel so that you can go on this journey with me. And if you're already here, if you're already subscribed, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And go ahead and drop a like below if you enjoyed the video. And let me know in the comments what you think. If you want me to try different challenges. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up next time. But that's going to be it for today. So I'm going to thank everybody for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.